Hey guys, Jason for TheChartGuys taking a look at Tesla. I have to admit, Tesla had me a little nervous this morning. We saw a nice open, that flush to the downside. That's when I was starting to look at this and say, okay, are we going to confirm this former zone of resistance as a zone of support? And luckily we did. Bulls poured it on after confirming that level, and we had a very, very strong close, Maribuzo close, and the all-day daily resistance in sight tomorrow, 239.89, and beyond that, we do have some resistance at 246.68. So pretty good on the daily time frame. RSI's happy at 57.36, looking good. 4-hour time frame, higher highs, higher lows. We have a little bit of a tightening range here, but it looks like we actually took care of that today with a overthrow. And let's readjust our charts here. It's a reminder to you that if you're using these levels, TradingView tends to throw things around a little bit. And what I would do at this point is start drawing in trends, see what fits, what doesn't fit. Sometimes it fits, sometimes it doesn't. And I always use these dashed lines just to remind myself that, you know what, we're just speculating. So at this point, I would just draw in, and you know what, I'm not really happy with that. I don't think it means anything at all. So I'm going to delete it, and I'm just going to watch my price levels and watch my price action. Our hourly RSI is at 74.16. We are holding EMA 26 on quite a few tests. EMA 12 has come into play as well. So anything over 228.94 is going to be a higher low on the hourly time frame. Things looking good. All we need is a few more of those, and we'll find ourselves at that daily resistance. 4-hour time frame does need to consolidate. Our RSI is at 67.61, so we will be overbought with only a little bit of a move, and the level is going to be the same for those 4-hour bulls to maintain above 228.94. And you can see how that comes into play for our hourly bulls as well. So things looking good on Tesla. Nice strong Maribuzo close. Daily resistance 239.80. If they give up the ghost and we see some bearish action, 228.94. And then I'm going to be looking at my 4-hour time frames. I would check down here for support at 225.17 and then 219.21. That's it for today. Hey guys, Jason here for TheChartGuys taking a look at Netflix. Yesterday I was pretty excited about the potential for that daily trend change. I thought the bulls had it in them to take that break over this key level, which we got yesterday, and carry it through and maybe attempt another crack at that EMA 26. However, we didn't get that. We had an indecision candlestick on yesterday's close, and we saw a little bit of weakness early on, and our wild volatility today on pretty good volume is going to be notable. So we don't really have a clear direction following this. We thought we did with a break, and you know what? In a way we still do, because we did break over that high. This downtrend of setting lower lows and lower highs on the daily is technically broken. And now we've established a base of support down here at 282.79. We're 13 cents lower than this level in today's action, but a $300 stock. I'm going to give you that 13 cents. I'm going to call that a zone of support. If we get back down here and do a triple test and it confirms as a zone of support, then I'm going to start looking at longer term time frames and maybe anticipate some positions based on a more gradual swing at that level. And of course, the closer you get to that level for your potential entries, the better. And then your stop loss is just on the other side of that zone of support, because you know what? If you're wrong, TA is going to tell you, and we're just going to be continuing this overall downtrend. So what are we looking for today? Well, we got that support. Let's go check out the 15-minute time frame, see what happened here. There's our wild action. We get a little bit of a lower open. We swing up to 279. 297.17. We get a little bit, almost looks like a 2-minute or even maybe a 5-minute descending wedge, a breaks bear, nice rounded bottom. Now we're looking at a little bit of a cup and handle. So how beautiful would that be if we see a nice move to the upside here heading into tomorrow? Of course, that's speculation. You could play that, but you know, after hours, you got to be very, very cautious. There's that base of support established. That's nice to see. What I want to see happen now is for these hourly bulls to get out of this funk that they are in. They had a nice hourly uptrend going. They lost it with the loss of this low at 288.90, and now we're seeing a bounce from this level, almost oversold. Bulls need to get their act together and see if we can't start setting some higher highs, higher lows again. And often, well, I shouldn't say often, sometimes we can see a channel established, drop into a lower level, and continue that same sort of trajectory to setting higher highs, higher lows, and watching the bulls climb back up. Will that happen? Who knows? Just something to watch out for. But right now, bear is in control of the hourly time frame. Bulls need to turn it around. And on the 4-hour time frame, here's that little bit of a base of support. And actually, you know what? We got some after-hour support, so maybe we didn't lose that after all. 282.50, but I'm going to be looking more specifically at that 282.79 range. Now, if this is a higher low, this is the slowest turnaround that I've seen on a 4-hour time frame for a long time. So what is the takeaway today? It is that yes, we broke the lower high pattern on the daily. We have some formation of a support level down here at 282.79, and we need to see if the hourly and the 4-hour bulls can give us some more concrete evidence are ready to turn things around. We thought we had the inkling of that yesterday, but no dice today. So it's a wait and see game for me. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday. Hey guys, Jason here for TheChartGuys, taking a look at Amazon. A little bit of a disappointing show for us. We managed to break over a pretty key resistance yesterday. Although we gave it back, we did get over 1842, and that really set the idea up that we were hitting, well, we did hit higher highs in the daily time frame. And now we see today's action. We had a lower open. We saw a big push to the downside. Bulls bought a good part of that dip. However, bears managed to control the end of the day. So it really comes down to where do we open tomorrow and what is the overall sub-time frame direction and where is the momentum for Tesla right now. So our key resistances are going to be our high a day from yesterday, 1850 psychological, our low a day, 1805 from today's action, and then today's high a day, 1825.81. We do have EMA 12 and 26 acting as support. We did extend a little bit above EMA 12 today, but we managed to get back above that. On the 4-hour time frame, it looks like we have lost the 4-hour uptrend. We broke below our previous low. Actually, we did that way over here with a loss of 1826. Looks like we've reconfirmed and we've set a lower low today, 1805. So now bulls need to see if we can indeed get a lower high. Anything under 1850 is going to be a lower high for the 4-hour bulls. On the hourly time frame, bears in control currently. Looks like we're chopping around a little bit, but 1825 is going to be our key resistance. We did set a higher high, sorry, a higher low here with our current hourly low at 1810.67. So it's a sign of strength. Bulls need to get over that 1825, or they're going to continue that to the upside and hopefully take a crack at that 1850 level. Let's check out the last little part of the day. Looks like bears were in control pretty much into the last few minutes. So I'm going to give momentum to the bears in that action. See what they do early on in pre-market tomorrow morning and see where they want to open this guy up. Right now, daily uptrend is intact. We are setting higher lows. I don't want to go much further than that low of 1805 because if we lose that support, we don't have anything to 1796 and then 1764.57. If bulls can get through 1850, they've got quite a ways to go and not a lot of daily resistance on deck. That's it today. Have a fantastic evening, afternoon, wherever you are. I hope you're smiling and you're with good people. Hey guys, Jason here checking out Apple. Looks like people still like iPhones. And we had a news conference today. I didn't pay any attention to it, but I saw a few things here and there in chat. And the market seems to be happy with the news, so that's really all that really matters, isn't it? So we had a very close to a Maribuzo close today. Our high a day, what was that, 216.78? And our close, 216, 8 cents away from a Maribuzo close, which means that there is momentum for the bulls and we can hope for upside continuation. Resistance at 218.03 and beyond that, 221.37. This is a nice candlestick to see for the bulls on good volume, so we'll be hoping for some good continuation tomorrow. What I look for in these situations is a strong setup for pre-market, hopefully establishing some good 5-minute support levels. I want to see some good bull volume out of the gate, and then I'm going to look for pullbacks and I'm going to look for counter trends on the small time frames that are giving me those entry opportunities. 218.03, as I said, and 221.37 is going to be our resistance, and we're going to have support at today's low day, which is 211.71, and then we'll look to EMA 12 beyond that. On the hourly time frame, we can see there's that support coming into play. We get a little bit of a chop, and this must be when the news conference comes in, or maybe it was just crazy buying in the last part of the day. There you go. 213.17 low. We break 214.80, pull back against our EMA 12 rocket ship, and in a little bit, well, if this was regular trading action, I suspect this would be a nice bull flag on the 5-minute time frame, but we are overbought, consolidating, and bulls definitely have momentum into the end of the day. So exciting times for Apple. Another good one was Tesla today. Check that out in the same video series. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching and your comments and everything that you guys do. I make these videos for you, and I hope that you're getting some use out of them. And if you are, I'd love to hear about it. And if you have any questions about charts, I want those too. Hey guys, Jason here checking out Microsoft for my friend Peter and the Chart Guys, longtime Chart Guys member, and he asked me to take a look at this, so that's what we do. We look at tickers for people who want us to look at tickers, and Microsoft has been in a uptrend for a very, very long time. We've got a lot of weekly support established here, and although we did see a lower low overall on the weekly time frame, we have a lot of support down here on the weekly. 130.78 is the most extreme point there. And then I'm going to also look for more close support, 133.55. On the daily time frame, that we can see that we are in a daily uptrend. We're getting nice support and our higher highs are setting nicely. So what I like to do in these situations is trying to determine if I have any sort of trend lines that I can play with. I grab the first 2 data points, I draw on the bottoms of my reds for these sort of speculative trend lines, and I can see that today's lower day got very close to that level, which constitutes a nice area for a trend reversal for me. If we're in daily higher highs and higher lows, I'm going to see if there's any sort of consistency. And in this case, we can see that we got a bounce right around where we would have liked to see a bounce if this is a valid trend line. So that works for me. Now the next swing, if we follow this plan and everything that has happened continues to happen, we will expect to see upside movement and then a new higher high, and then potentially coming back down to that trend line and continuing on like that. Who knows what will happen? All we can do is forecast based on our conditions, and my conditions right now tell me we've bounced nicely. We've seen some sort of trend change. Now we need to see if this continues to the upside. If we go to our hourly time frame, we can take a look at what's happening. Overall hourly downtrend looks like that has changed a little bit, and we're gonna have to zoom in to see that action here. Our low, 134.51, and we can see that we've actually got a new higher low over that level. So hourly higher lows are in effect, and we're getting very, very close to setting a new hourly higher high. So either we're going to get into a little bit of an EQ, probably looks better on a 15-minute time frame if this does develop out. But once we get over 136.19, that will be a hourly trend change. We will look for confirmation by closing over our EMA 26, and we'll see if that carries over into the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour bulls need to get over top of 137.30. Should they do that, they're going to be well on their way to confirming this daily reversal and looking for a higher high over top of 140.38. That's it for today. I hope it was good, Peter. I hope this helps. And as always, send me any messages or any questions that you have.